Hello, my name's Beck. Welcome to Beckham's Creative Corner. In this vlog, we're going to set up. Here I am practicing set up with my new items for the market. This is Friday the 4th of October, and then we're going to get into the market day setup and a breakdown of what's sold at this market, standout interactions, and what's next, and a sneak peek of what's new on my hook. So I hope you enjoy this vlog, and yeah, enjoy. And if you've got something to work on that while you hang out with me, or if you have housework to do as well, that's totally fine. But enjoy the video. Good morning, market, here we come. I'm about to leave, so catch you on the other side. Okay.
Some long greasy hand print. Already got some greasy.
Oh no. Oh my guys, sorry. Hey, so that was at the end of market. Oh my goodness, I'm so hot and red and sweaty. I think part of it's from the sun and part from the exhaustion of loading everything back into the car. What an effort, but what a fun day it was today. I did well, not as well as last month, but I was still happy with it. And this morning was pretty full on of setting up and battling with the wind, and wind was a factor throughout today, where in some cases duct tape wasn't enough, so I was duct taping everything down, and then the Christmas tree was still falling over even with duct tape. So I had the thought with some rope I had, so I hyped it up onto the roof and then wrapped it around a few times, and then wrapped it around the standing tray at the back of the booth, and that actually helped. So I'm going to remember that for next market, and I want to buy some weights for the table, or something that is conducive to when it's windy weather, and yeah, avoid the displays falling over and hopefully the products. But yeah, it was fun, and I got to hang out with my vendor neighbour Raquel, who was so nice. I'll pop her Instagram up on the screen. Yeah, we've had brief chats every market, but we tend to be further apart, and because I do this by myself, I very rarely get to leave my booth. But today we were next door neighbour vendors, so that was great, actually getting to chat throughout some of the slower times. And yeah, Raquel, if you're watching this, it was so nice to hang out with you today. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and yeah, I enjoyed it. I am going to go home, have a cold drink, obviously unload the car, and probably have a cool shower, yeah, and then chill for the rest of the night. But thank you to everyone that came out to support me. It was so great seeing some of you. Shout out to Ian. Yeah, it was good having you along. And if you're new to the channel and are just following from this market, welcome, and thank you so much for supporting my small side hustle of crochet creativity. So yeah, anyway, I better go. I am the last one at the showground because it takes forever to pack up. And shout out again to Raquel for helping me pack up the tent. Amazing. So I'm gonna go before I get kicked out, but yeah, see you. Hey friends, so it is Monday, 2 days after the market for Shop and Feast. I was pretty tired yesterday, so I just recovered mostly from the busy full-on day, and also the Friday night I didn't get much sleep. I got a little bit more than the September market, but I did get woken up a little bit later in the early morning from wind again. So wind was a factor at this market, and it was actually stronger than last month. So I was duct taping everything down. I learnt my lesson with the pegboards, so I duct taped the pegboards to the table this time, and some of the other displays I did the double-sided duct tape at the bottom of the displays to the table, so that was good. Some items needed to be lying down instead of standing up, which isn't ideal, but it is what it is. I also, if you saw my reel on Instagram with my setup out the back, I also had a mini Christmas tree, and I had the Christmas decorations, ornaments that I had made hanging on that. And the amount of times that the tree was like timber falling down, and I was trying to put duct tape on like on the legs onto the table. It still kind of dragged, I think, on the tablecloth. But then I had the idea of getting some rope, spare rope that I had, and tying it from the ceiling, like from the canopy all the way down, wrapped it around the base, like the stand part, and then also tied it to the little table, like breakfast tray kind of thing stand that I had to stop it from going backwards. And that actually helped, so I'll have to remember that for next time. And I need to investigate in getting some weights for the table display, like for the display, so we'll see about that. But yeah, there was pretty strong wind, so now I know what that will look like if the forecast is for that level of wind again, to be more prepared. Yeah, it was a good day. It was my second best market, so not as good as last month in September, but still did all right, and I still had lots of fun interacting with all the people that came into the booth. There was a few standout reactions, like one girl was like, "Did you make all of this?" And I was like, "Yeah, I crocheted it." She's like literally jaw dropped, like, what? So that was cute. And I had another girl spend a fair amount of time in my booth, and she came back and spent a lot of time there. Didn't buy anything, but she just really enjoyed the space, and she was touching everything and rearranged some of the things like the mushy pops and the popper key rings, and I'm like, go for it, that's fine. But yeah, she came like pretty early at the start as well, like while I was still setting up, so even before the market actually started, and then throughout. And it was really sweet. She made the comment that she feels really calm in my booth. Like it was a calming place for her. And that just melted my heart. That was so special and sweet. And I was like, oh, like, that's really lovely that it was a safe, calming, comforting place for her to be. Like, sure, she didn't buy anything and she was there for ages, but that's totally fine. Like, the fact that she enjoyed that space, and if she had the money she would have bought something. But yeah, it was just so nice to hear like that she could find that at my booth. And yeah, hopefully I see her again. And there was one other interaction that stood out with Megan from Ignite Candles. I can't remember the full name. I loved meeting you, Megan, and just the enthusiasm when she came into my booth and saw the chickens. Oh, that was just like the best reaction, one of the best reactions, like just the enthusiasm and excitement, and looking forward to getting to know Megan better at future markets. But yeah, it was so nice. Anyway, so on to what sold. Top sellers were the maple chickens today. So last market and this market, yeah, we're selling more chickens, which is nice. Like in the first couple of markets, I think I sold one in total or something, and I was like, oh, I don't know how they'll go. But it was winter, and now that it's warming up in spring, and I think like there's a poultry auction as well, so the maple chickens and the ducks are getting more popular. So that was nice. I sold 2 regular sized chickens and 1 small chicken for a total of $61. I sold 2 dinos, so 1 medium pink with white trimming dino, and that was to my friend. Shout out Tiernan for coming along and checking out the markets and supporting me. It was really good to see you. And I also sold a small dino that was a 2-tone green, so I think it was light green with dark green edging, or the other way around. I also sold 2 or 3 bees, so I sold 1 regular bee with 1 mini bee, and so that was the one transaction with one of the regular chickens and the small chicken. So that was actually my first sale of the day, and they bought 4 items, so that was pretty cool. And I think I sold another mini bee because I was missing a bee when I did my recount, so I had to recount. When I counted all my cash that I was expecting, I had $40 extra, and I'm like, what? $40 extra than what I should have. And so I went through all my things, most of my items yesterday of like, oh, what would have sold. And in terms of the plushies, I was missing a B, and that's $15. And I don't know where the other $25 has come from. So either I miscounted my float money on Friday, or I didn't update Square with another $25 item. I don't know. So anyway, yeah, three Bs for a total of $55. Oh, and the dinos total of $53. Next, I sold 2 mushy pops. Surprise, surprise, one of them was the crowd favorite of the baby mix, where it has like the pink and blue and grey and cream. That always sells at the markets. People are just drawn to that colour. And I also sold one of the new green blue mix that I made, if you saw the reel of all the new things that I made. So that was nice. So total of $30 for the mushy pops. I sold 1 mini turtle, and that was a 2-toned green one, for $20. I sold 1 white duck for $18. 1 orange octo, that was the baby blanket one, for $18. 1 pink flower bookmark for $13. Total sales, I sold 14 items, maybe 15, depending on where the other $25 came from, but I know it wasn't a regular B, so I'm not sure. Over 9 transactions, so 9 different people. And that's a total of $268. $293 if the $25 is counted, which I'm not sure. So that's will go $268, $175 in cash, $93 on card, and taking out vendor fees and public liability insurance fee and transaction fees for Square. So all of those fees add up to $74.77. So $74.77. So I need to minus that. I haven't minused GST though for tax, so that's a whole other thing. But just minusing the $74.77, and then earned $193.23. But yeah, then I have to take out tax. I did also spend $20 at my vendor neighbour's booth as well though, so taking that out, $173 basically. That's nice, bit of pocket money. So some of that I'll reinvest back into yarn or like the weights, looking at getting the weights, and also this bungee cord to hold the banner down to the table. The rest going towards bills and all that fun stuff. So you could probably see when I listed all the items, my top selling category was amigurumi, no surprise there, and second was the fidgets and sensory items, again no surprise, with accessories last because it was just the 1 bookmark. But yeah, no Christmas decorations sold this time, but we'll see how we go as we get closer to Christmas. And I'll be making some more stars and candy canes and peppermints and angels. And also I'll be making some little Christmas trees. So last night I tested out a pattern for a popcorn stitch Christmas tree. It comes in 3 sizes, so small, medium and large. I made the small. It took a bit over 2 hours, so I don't think I'm going to do the large because I feel that would take way too long and be pretty expensive. But I am going to alter the pattern and make a miniature version. And so I'll do different sizes and different shades of green and grey and maybe cream. But this is what it looks like. So I used organic cotton, pretty tight tension 4mm hook. But I just love the style and look of it. I've had this pattern saved for a while and I've been wanting to make it and haven't got around to it. But I can just imagine having like a group of 3 or 4 of them of like the different sizes and colours together, like great table centerpiece or holiday decor. So we'll see how they go. But yeah, my next market is October the 26th, so in 3 weeks time, and that's at the Mayfield Day market. So really excited to see how that will go. That seems to be a bigger and busier market, so should have enough items. I still have like close to 400 items, but I'll still be market prepping, and better to have more than not enough, because the following week I'll be back at Shop and Feast as well, so I need to have enough for both. And then the busy like November markets as well. I'm hoping to get into another market in November at Warners Bay, so they tend to be busy like the third Saturday of the month, and they also have a twilight markets as well, but still waiting to hear back from them, so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, so looking ahead, market prepping, I need to market prep maybe a couple more mushy pops, a couple more bees, definitely the regular size. Minis I've got enough still because I made a whole stack of them. I'm not sure about the maples, whether to make any more maples because I still have a number of them, whether to make any more in different yarns or just leave it. I'm not sure. I do want to make a few of the mini chicks maybe. We'll see. Dark, a couple of orange octos, maybe a few more flower bookmarks. And what was else on my October prep list? Hold on. After my September market, I did a big checklist for October market prepping for both the market on Saturday and then for this Shop and Feast and the November one. But it's a bit tattered and I spilt water on there, but it's kind of like, yeah, a lot of blank check boxes still. A few more poppet key rings. I want to also make some single poppets as well, so that'll be a cheaper price point. And I'm thinking of doing some mystery bags, like with different categories. So if I get time, like a fidget style mystery bag, a plushie style mystery bag, and a mix lucky dip where it could be a plushie or a fidget kind of thing. So we'll see whether I get around to that. Just a bit of fun there. Some more Christmas decor stuff, obviously. Some more turtles. Not sure about the kittens. Oh, a couple of koalas. I do need to make a koala this week for my niece, whose birthday is on Thursday. I do want to make some pocket hugs and gingerbread men maybe. So we'll see. Yeah, so I have just under 3 weeks until the October one. Whether I can do all of that for the October or whether that'll wait till November, who knows. So yeah, if you want to follow along and, oh, sorry, I moved the phone. Follow along my journey, see what I make next. Follow me here. So I'm on both Instagram and YouTube. Post more on Instagram regularly, but trying to do a little bit more on YouTube as well. So go and follow or subscribe, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed seeing the breakdown. Sorry, I didn't do any filming during the market because I was so busy. So yeah, setup was crazy. I feel like I need more than 2 hours to set up really, but super busy. And then I was chatting to that young girl as well while setting up towards the end, and then yeah, that first 42 minutes had a number of sales and people in the booth as well. And like at that point I hadn't even got my chair and my crochet bag and my food out of the car. Like I think I waited till after 10 to go and get it to sit down. So I was just like, yeah. And then the wind, so constantly, yeah, taping things down and the signs and tree and stuff, and picking up some of the items that fell off onto the table or onto the floor and dusting them off. So it's just one of those days. If you know, you know. Hopefully next market I can get a bit of filming in, but again, it's going to be, I feel like it's going to be a busy day and probably not much sit down, and it depends if I can set that up before people come, because I'll have to move the car as well, and at this stage no one's helping me with the setup, so we shall see. But yeah, if you enjoyed the photos and the stuff, well, those were taken yeah, I think, like I said, a bit after 10 when it was quiet. So from 10 to 12 was, or 10 to just before 12 was quieter. Like a few people came in and chatted, but no sales then. So I did take a little bit of photos and video of the items, of what was still there. So it wasn't what it looked like right at the start. Just didn't have time before. But yeah, anyway, enough of my rambling. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. So stay tuned for the next updates. And yeah, on Instagram, I post reels and photos of things that I'm working on. Anything that you have seen, yeah, is all for sale as well. So reach out if you do want to purchase something. If they're still there, I'll let you know. Anyway, with that, have a good day. Catch you next time. Bye.